Hello, Staunton Church of the Brethren. I'm Audrey, and I'm looking forward to being one of the young adults joining you all next month for your renewal services. And I thought I'd share a little bit about one of the things that we're going to be bringing for these conversations. I don't know if you're like me, you've noticed that the world feels like it's in a significant moment of transition, and the church is not able to remove itself from that sense of transition. And when changes like that happen, our first response is often to be afraid because we don't know what's coming. And so Scripture actually speaks a lot to these types of fears from the beginning to the end. In the beginning, when Adam and Eve sin and they eat the fruit that they were told not to eat, the first thing that happens is God comes and finds them and they're hiding. And when God asks, "Why are you hiding?" Adam says, "Because we were afraid." And then all the way in Revelation, when Jesus first reveals himself to John, the first thing out of Jesus' mouth to John is, "Do not be afraid." So from the beginning to the end of Scripture, we have some insight on what it means to be afraid and what's a faithful response to fear. So a lot of these scriptures that talk about fear come at these significant moments of transition. So for instance, when Moses dies and Joshua takes over leading the Israelites, in Joshua 1:9, he says, "I hereby command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." In familiar Psalm 23, we have this conversation about walking through the valley of the shadow of death, but it says, "I will fear no evil." And in Psalm 46, 1-3, there's these words: "God is our refuge and a strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth should change, though the mountains shake in the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble with its tumult." And then in the New Testament, when Jesus is preparing the disciples for his coming death and leaving, he says in John chapter 14, verse 27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." So the scripture is full of these examples of times when the people of God lean towards fear, and God's response is that we are to not be afraid and to show our trust in God. So part of what we're going to do at the renewal is dive into some of these specific stories where the people of God are in transition and see what Scripture might have to say about a faithful response to our fears. So I look forward to seeing you.